You guys, hello. Welcome to the vlog. If you're new here, hi, my name is Gina. I'm the owner and maker behind my small business slash creative business, Jewel Hippie. I create jewelry with recycled metal, mainly recycled vintage cookie tins. Also have a collection of beaded gemstone bracelets, hammered wrap rings, which I really need to make today. My last market of the season is in a few days, so I've got to get busy. So today it's just gonna kind of be a lot of work. I have a lot to do. The studio is a mess. I don't even think you guys can see like the worst part of it. Like this is pretty bad, and like over there is bad. And then I have these boxes that I know I need to do something with them, but they're just here. There's a lot to do. Anyways, I think that's enough of an intro. Let's go. So this is kind of what we're working with. It really is a disaster. I had to get an extra table so that way I had enough room to get some of this done. Something else is taking up a few of my other tables, so I moved everything over here. I have a few beaded bracelets that I need to finish, and then a few orders to pack. I got in a lot of jump rings and other jewelry things. This is kind of my catch-all pile for everything else. It really is crazy. And then I had to pull a few pieces because someone was trying to decide what they wanted. And I don't really want to show you everything over here yet, but you can kind of see a tiny bit. And this is my main work area. You can kind of see them in the middle of bracelets. So these are a few that I've already strung. And then my next one I'm going to do is this beautiful Mugite. A few people say it different, so let me know how you say it. And you can kind of see I have all of these. I don't know why, but I've never made Unikite before. Like I've never had a Unikite beaded bracelet, even though it's like pretty common. So yeah, so I have all those. And then I might try to have a few kind of like gemstone mix bracelets that I have like with my extra stones. I'm not sure. We'll see what I get done because I might just add these to mystery boxes. I don't really know. But yeah, let's get into it. Working on beading. Have some really pretty obsidian beads right now, so that's really fun. I don't know, I just thought that maybe it would be a good time to chat and kind of like, just talk about some stuff. I don't remember if I said it or not, but I am from Nashville, so I live in the Nashville area. But yeah, right now I'm working on some beaded bracelets. Honestly, this is one of my favorite tasks to do for my business whenever I feel like a little sleepy. So sometimes I'll do this first thing in the morning since there's not like a lot of thought or like focus. Also, I like to watch YouTube videos or listen to music while I do this, just something soothing. So this morning we are watching a YouTube video on making ornaments, I think, which kind of interested in that maybe for next year because it's December right now. Actually, I think it's the 3rd day of December. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm just dropping beads all over the place. I feel like half of my day is just spent picking up beads. Where did they go? It's like a scavenger hunt I don't want to do. That's okay. I could have sworn there was one over here. I found it. Okay, back to business. Anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about, but it's kind of in the heart of crazy season for me. It's the end. Actually, we're almost at the end, which is really crazy. I only have one market left. Most of the markets that I do are like in the Nashville area, but sometimes I travel. I'm actually starting my season pretty early next year. So in February, I have a market in Kansas City. It looks like it's a pretty good one, but you never know. So we'll just see how it goes. Also, I really want to do like Q&A kind of video where I answer your questions. So if you have any specific questions or like anything you're curious about, what it's like as a small business owner. How did I get started with this? I don't know, just kind of random stuff that you've been wondering. Definitely let me know because I would love to do that kind of video for you guys. I've really wanted to start making kind of vlog style videos for a little while now, but it's just been too crazy. I think something that I can improve for myself for as like a small business owner, but also as like a person, like a human being, is time management. This year, I think most of my days have just been like making from 8 o'clock, sometimes as early as like 7 or 6 in the morning. I wake up pretty early, so a lot of times I start the day early. And so, starting to go into the slow season, I really want to kind of learn a better balance of taking care of stuff at home, taking care of myself, how I can take care of my business even better. I don't know, just looking for new ways to improve. This is one of my favorite things to do. I love how it goes around in a circle. It reminds me of like, isn't there like a carnival ride or like something like as kids? It's kind of like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Almost lost the end. That would have been very bad. But yeah, right now, most of my days are like from start to finish, just busy. It's a lot, you guys. But I'm really hoping going into next year that it's like, okay, we're planning, we have a morning routine, all of those things that are like supposed to help you. I really want to learn about. Also, the other night, my husband and I went to this like used bookstore that was really cool. And I found a bunch of books about business and like all of the boring stuff, kind of, like for me, I didn't study business in college. And so I feel like I have a lot that I could learn. And there we go. So that's just a lot of next year stuff. But I need to try to focus on this year and getting everything done that I need to do. So today is going to be a lot of bracelets and hammering rings and packing a few orders. All right, so we're finally at a stopping point. I got all of these bracelets done all before breakfast, so I'm really excited about that. I just noticed I have a lot of darker ones in this mix. I have garnet, hematite. Here I have onyx, and then over here I have obsidian. Onyx and obsidian are really close. See how right there's a little bit more of like, looks like there's a little more depth. I feel like with onyx, it's a little more of a flat color, and then obsidian, you have a little bit more depth. Sometimes you have a few colors in there. You can definitely see a little bit. But anyway, bracelets are done for now. I have only a few strands left, which will take no time. So I am gonna go get some breakfast. Somebody wants to say hi. Greta, good morning. Can you say hi to the vlog? This is Greta, and she is just hanging out this morning. Greta, what are your plans for the day? And we have our Christmas tree up. Our style of decorating the tree is really just put as many ornaments as we can fit. And so all of these are like the ones we've gotten over all the past years. Should we get some breakfast? What do you think? Welcome back. We are upstairs again. We had breakfast, we drank water, we went outside for a little bit. It's 30 degrees out, so it is cold, but we are back inside. I know I have a lot of other things to do today, but I really want to finish bracelets. And then I definitely have a few orders to pack, so we're going to probably do that right after. I'm really procrastinating with these rings. It's not even that many, like 10 to 15 total, but at the same time, it's like, ugh, that's work. We are just not going to put a lot of pressure on things today. We're at the end of a long stretch. We're getting over being burnout. And, if I don't get everything done, that's okay. Let's talk about this weekend. It's my last show of the year. I counted how many shows I've done this year, and I think it was something around the lines of like 20 or so. Most of them being like 2 or 3 day festivals. So big shows. This is my last 3 day festival. It's like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I am so ready. I have been making inventory pretty much every day for like 2 months, 3 months, who knows. I think that's why making things is just a little extra hard today because I've been making things for like so long. I'm ready to switch gears and start spending a little more time on my online shop. I have a few things in the works, which is kind of another thing we have to do today. I have a photographer friend who she is going to kind of help me take some photos. I just realized how messy it is back here. So I picked the worst possible place to set up my camera. We are going to get some better photos because I realized it has been like a year or 2 years since I have taken some of my product photos. And like you can tell. So we're going to get that updated. That way, once it hits the slower season, I can go ahead and start plugging in my new photos. I need to quit rambling and get back to work. But I do want to show you one thing before we have to go back. I think I'm going to make a whole video on this tin haul, but all of these vintage tins I got from the same person, except for this hot pink one here and that round one in front. I actually can't believe I got all of these, and I am going to use them so much. They were like mostly in really great condition. A little bit of rust on the bottom of a few of these. These little strawberry ones I am so excited for. These are going to be such a cute spring earring. Anyways, I don't want to spoil that video too much, but yeah, I'm really excited about this. Let's go ahead and get back to work. Okay, I really don't know how this happened. Usually with each strand, I get 2 bracelets. So maybe I just accidentally got a shorter strand. But yeah, so I don't have enough to make a second bracelet, which is so sad because I love sodalite. But I don't even think this would be big enough for a kid's bracelet. Yeah, look, even if it was like an extra small, well, it's almost big enough for a kid's bracelet. But I don't really think this is like a kid's kind of stone. Like, I don't really see kids rocking this as much. So for now, I'll just kind of empty it into my extra bead section and do something with that later. We are doing good for the day, but somehow I still feel like I'm behind. We've made a ton of bracelets, yes. But also I need to do so many things. I know I need to hammer some rings today. That's a must. And packing a few orders. But also I have a lot of bracelets to glue now. Like, I don't even know how many this is. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the glue and the gloves. Do you see this mountain of bracelets? Yeah, me too. So we're going to glue this. Maybe I'll just chat. I feel like I'm in a chatty mood today, so we're going to go with it. Got my glue. Let me make sure the glue works. Perfect. I feel like this is kind of an extra step, but I really want to make sure that my bracelets hold up. So I glue the knot and I trim it. Like I was saying earlier, this is my first full-length video, I think. I have a few more in the works. Now you might be saying, Gina, why are you just starting to make videos now? And honestly, I have wanted to do this for a little while. I think part of it is like the business side of it, to promote what I do, like definitely. But also, I think it's for myself to kind of be like, okay, you are really busy. Because I think in my head sometimes, like, you know, you have like that little self-doubt where you're like, oh, I'm not busy. I slack off all the time. Maybe I'm a little lazy. And I can't tell if that's how I feel today. Kind of curious to see what my day actually looks like, you know? And I love watching people who vlog, whether they're like going on a trip or they have a small business, or artists. I love seeing other artists. And I think this year I just really had a moment of like, that would be so fun. Like, I can see myself doing that. Also, speaking of the bracelets, I still have some that I could make that are like the thinner kind, like with all the extra beads that I have. but also I really need to get a move on with today. You know, this is like a lot of bracelets. Like this has got to be at least 50. So I think we're good. Sometimes if the knot's looking a little sideways, I put it on a bracelet mandrel to help make sure that it forms right. And these are my bracelets for kids. I don't know if you can see them too well. It's been one of my most popular ones at markets lately. And that's something I've just started having is some kids bracelets. I have several different ones, but this one I think is definitely my most popular for kids. And I love adding a little charm to it. Let's talk about winter. I am really looking forward to it. I'm ready for sleeping in a little bit. I'm ready for a little snow. In Tennessee, we get some snow, not like a ton, nothing like up north or anything like that. It's actually been flurrying here and there. I think I saw a few flurries yesterday, which was really cool because, again, it's December. Usually we get like 1 or 2 big snows in like January or February. I can't tell if the pink gloves are cute or if they're ugly and distracting, but you know, it's fine. Maybe I'll get a different pair of gloves next time. We are gonna put that one on the mandrel. I'm excited for Christmas this year. I think in the past, you know, whenever I was first starting up, I had to kind of work to the end of the season because I had to, you know. Last year and the year before, I didn't pick the best markets. I was still pretty new to being a full-time business owner, and so I wasn't aware of market deadlines yet. So especially around the holidays last year, I missed a lot of deadlines for the markets I wanted to get into. So this year, I think that was a really good change on my part, was looking extremely early in the year and seeing when I was supposed to apply to these things. If you're not familiar, a lot of times for like the holiday market season, you apply like June, July, sometimes earlier. Anyways, but I'm excited to read. I already have some books picked out that I'm really excited about. So like I have some business ones that I want to read, but then also I have a few that I am really excited to actually finish. I've been working on the Throne of Glass series for a while. And by working on, I mean the beginning of this year, I started the series. I read 2 books and then never finished the prequel. This past month, I was like, okay, we're going to go back and finish it. And I'm still working on it. So my goal is to finish a book. My microphone died, but I finished all of my bracelets, so I'm glad that's over with. I put them in this cute little vintage tin, so I'm going to clean all this up and then get out something else to do. Okay, I'm over here now. We've moved things around. I have this table free now, and I have a few orders that I need to pack. So we're going to try to get that done here. I'm hoping it won't take an hour. We'll see. I just won't show things up close. But I have somebody who wanted this necklace, but she messaged me and asked if instead of the chain that I use, if I could replace it with a black leather cord. She said that it would fit the vibe more for the person getting it, and I was like, yes. But I have all of my leather cord things here. That was actually the first kind of necklace I had, was leather cords for when I made my wrap pendants. Let me roll this up. The pink gloves are coming back out. Okay, let's see if we can do this smoothly. And then we'll make sure to let it dry. Looks good. Other side. Perfect. I'll let that dry for a bit and then we'll kind of finish the cord. But for now, I'll just set it to the side here. I have a few more orders to kind of pack, and I actually have everything for those ready. But I had kind of a sale this weekend. I had a handful of like extra pieces. So I made a few quick earrings and I had those as like little gifts. Hopefully that's showing up pretty clear. But yeah, so I have a few of these that are just like a little bonus gift, you know. So I'll pack that up with a little note just saying like, thank you for shopping small. I feel like especially nowadays, people really want to shop small. Oh, we have a cute choker. In the bag you go. But yeah, I don't know. I think that a lot of people, they've realized like things are so mass produced. I'll show this one too. We have another little teardrop. This one is from an English tea tin, so really cool. And this is actually for somebody pretty close to me. So Deanna, I hope you love these. She actually told me this is a gift for somebody else, so I don't think they follow me. So maybe I can show these. So these are another English T10 earring. I call these my chandelier style. And then you have hammered copper behind. Super cute. Then she also ordered a sterling silver double wrap ring. Give it a quick little polish. There's her ring. We'll put the earrings in and the little note. I actually need to print shipping labels, so I'll do that in a little bit. Oh, I didn't stamp that card. Let's see if I can get right in the middle. We'll let that dry. I think I'm kind of getting distracted. We're gonna stop talking and focus and kind of get this done. Okay, we got our orders packed. All 3 of them. I added all the little bonus gifties in there, got them nice and packed up. I am feeling really tired. I think it's like 12:30 or something like that, but I'm thinking I'm gonna take lunch. Maybe I'll tidy up a little bit over here behind me real quick, and then I will definitely take these to the post office, and then I'm thinking that might be the perfect time to go out, get a little caffeine. And you might say, Gina, you are procrastinating by getting a coffee. But to that I say, yeah, like, yes, I am. I don't want to hammer them today, but we will do it. They're right behind me. They're staring at me. I am going to just take a breather. I'm going to charge my phone. It's almost dead again. And I'm going to go eat lunch. I'll be back later. Bye. Okay, guys, change of plans. I don't know how I forgot, but even though the market is in like 2 days, I am setting up tomorrow and I'm leaving pretty early tomorrow, like 8 a.m., something like that. It'll be too cold in the morning to load the car. So I actually need to kind of pack everything up right now. It's like 1 o'clock right now, maybe like 1:30, and it's the warmest it's going to get today. I think it's like 31 degrees. It's below freezing, which is really cool. We're going to pack the car. I kind of have like a very specific way that I pack the car. Our left table. And then we need our big displays. I feel like I always look so silly carrying this. Here I come. Slide it back. Now, one thing I am going to have to do is repaint a lot of these. They've definitely gotten some damage from this year. We're going to get the neutral stand here. There we go. In she goes. Okay. Honestly, I feel like it's not going to be that bad. I think my husband's going to kill me for showing how messy the garage is, but it will be clean once market season is over. Let's get the top of my green stand. I'll get this one out first. Put that right next to you guys. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna move the broom. I just realized I'm not gonna have to bring the canopy. That's great. Now, I do have this blue stand, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need it, so I won't bring that. It's more of an extra one anyway. Now, my pegboard displays have been really nice to me this year. I think that'll be enough room. It's like a big puzzle. Okay, let's get the shelves. Yeah, all of these. right next to you guys. Okay, what's next? I won't need these. These are for the extra one, so they're not coming. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a few weights, not for like the canopy, of course, because I'm not bringing that. I have a sign that I weigh at the bottom to make sure it doesn't wobble. That's gonna be great. But anyway, I am gonna finish packing in the car. I don't think it'll take too much longer. Honestly, it's going kind of smooth so far. Yeah, let me get that going. I'll see you guys in a second. Everything's in the car. So yeah, in the morning I'll load like my actual product, but in this bin I have a lot of my displays, my rolling cart, and then you can see everything else that's kind of hiding in there. Pouches, business cards. I might bring a few boxes, like gift boxes, since it's so close to Christmas. I don't know how bad my audio is because my microphone broke, but the sun is out a little bit and it hasn't been out all day. So I think I'm gonna wait a little bit on work. I'm gonna get Greta out, get her in her coat since it's cold, and we're gonna go for just a little walk just to stretch her legs before I sit back down and start doing everything again. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit after our walk. Okay, we're back. I have my second cup of coffee. Cute Santa mug. But yeah, so we still have a little bit more of working to do. I have all of my things together for the photo shoot that my friend is doing. That's all ready to go. I sent her all of the links to what she needs to see. So yeah, the only thing left to do today is hammer the rings. And I know I can do it. It's not gonna be that bad. I'm just psyching myself out, and I always psych myself out with the rings and then they don't get done. That's not gonna happen today. Also, I did change shirts. I really don't want to do this, but I think I'm just gonna turn something fun on to watch so I'm not thinking too much about the rings, and then kind of get everything ready and done for that. So yeah. Okay, let's do it. Okay, you guys, all of the rings are done. We hammered all of them. Thank goodness. I'm so glad to be done for the day. I feel like overall it was a pretty productive day, but also I can tell that the season is really starting to wear on me a bit. I'm trying not to get burnout. I'm trying to stay motivated, trying to stay productive, but at the same time, I'm trying to give myself grace. It's good to take time off. It's good to let your brain rest. You don't have to push yourself hard all the time, and your business can still grow even though you're taking a little time for you. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for watching and joining me for my very first small business vlog. I'm still kind of trying to figure out like my video style, you know, getting into it a little bit longer of videos because that's what I like to watch. So hoping you kind of like watching that too. Next year, I'd really love to do like market vlogs, more behind the scenes things, designing a collection, even just taking you with me antique hunting, vintage hunting, which I love doing. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.